Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. Here's our recap and review of the 7th episode of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian. The episode starts with Mando docking on a freighter. He meets with an old acquaintance, Ranzar Malk, who is a job for Mando, with a team consisting of Mayfeld Berg, Xi'an, and a droid named Q90, aka Zero. The team's job is to rescue a prisoner from a Republic prison ship using Mando's ship, the Razor Crest. They arrive on the ship, and Mando takes out a few droids along the way to the control room. Once there, they find a Republic control room operator who threatens them with sending a distress call. Xi'an kills the New Republic officer, and they find out the tracking beacon has been sent and that they only have 20 minutes. They hurry to release the prisoner, who turns out to be Xi'an's brother Quinn, who is apparently in jail because of Mando. The team then betrays Mando, locking him in the cell. Mando then craftily escapes his cell and takes out each member of the team one-on-one. He then meets Quinn, who tries to barter a deal for his safe return. Meanwhile, Zero finds Baby Yoda on the ship and is about to take him out when Mando shoots him. They return to the freighter, and Mando collects his bounty. He leaves, and Ranzar orders the Razor Crest to be taken out, however not before Quinn pulls out the tracking beacon that Mando secretly placed on him. The New Republic X-Wings arrive and start attacking the freighter. It is then revealed that Mando did not kill Mayfeld Berg and Xi'an, but instead they are imprisoned on that New Republic prison ship. Mando gives Baby Yoda his ship's knob, and they carry on their way. The episode ends here. The episode starts with Mando getting a call from Greef that he wants to take down the client using Baby Yoda as bait. Mando returns to Sorgan to solicit the help of Cara Dune. They then head together to Arvala 7 to meet up with Quill. He agrees to help, but only if he can bring along some blurgs and the newly rewired IG-11. They head to Navarro and meet up with Greef and his crew of bounty hunters. They set out to meet the client, and during the night they are attacked by some flying creatures. Greef is injured, but Baby Yoda heals him using the Force. They are almost at the client when Greef turns on his bounty hunters. He explains to Mando the plan of them going to kill him all along. Mando sends Quill with Baby Yoda back to the ship, and they go meet up with the client, with Mando pretending to be captured by Greef. The client then gets an urgent message during their meeting, and all of a sudden a battalion of stormtroopers shoots up the cantina, killing the client and the other stormtroopers inside. Moff Gideon arrives in a TIE fighter, and Mando tries to contact Quill to leave because they are pinned down. Overhearing this, 2 stormtroopers take off on speeder bikes to go after him. They catch up to him before they make it to the ship, and Baby Yoda is captured. We then see Quill lying on the ground, presumably dead. The episode ends here. So what we liked and didn't like about the episode. Well, I liked the return of Carl Weathers' character. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know if we would get to really see him again in the rest of the season.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna come back. He had to. I thought this was a perfect episode for him to come back.
Though I definitely thought his call was like suspicious from the get-go. I was like, don't go, Mando.
Yeah.
Please
Well,
don't
I
go.
feel like Mando knows that, and he's kind of, from previous episodes, he knows he can't trust everyone. So in this case, he's like, all right, you gotta go head off and get my friends to come help me.
Yeah, but it's interesting because you say he knows that he can't trust anyone, yet he goes back and gets Cara Dune and Quill, 2 people he's met along his journey with Baby Yoda, to come and help him go meet Greef.
Because I feel like these are people he can trust, or like he's had multiple run-ins, or like at least one run-in with them, and they haven't screwed him over. Whereas I feel like he doesn't trust Greef. I mean,
why would he?
Yeah. Especially after he shot him. But so then it was pretty cool. I guess he goes to see Cara Dune. We get to see Sorgan again. He doesn't meet up with his Sorgan lover.
No, he totally skips meeting out on her. What was her name? Omera?
Yeah.
I think
something.
She's up to no good there.
Yeah, doing some pit fighting or whatever.
And then he goes back to Arvala 7 and gets Quill, who, interestingly enough, has found IG-11 and reprogrammed him to be like some sort of service droid or something.
Protocol droid.
Protocol droid,
C-3PO.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was kind of cool. It shows him like kind of reformatting him and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting maybe more IG-11. Like I was kind of expecting he would come back at some point as well after that first episode. So here we have him. And then but we also get to see the interaction between like Cara Dune and Kuiil. Cara Dune used to be Rebellion. Kuiil used to be on the Empire side. So you get kind of different perspectives on the war that happened before. And so
Though I don't think Quill was happily on the Empire side. He worked his way out.
yeah, no, he was definitely didn't seem like he was happy about it. So he clawed his way out, and he's better for it.
Yeah. And then the motley crew heads off to Navarro, and we see Cara Dune and Mando having an arm wrestle.
Oh yeah.
And when it looks like Cara might be beating Mando, Baby Yoda steps in and just casually starts force choking her.
Yeah, I like that. It's like no one expects that. Like, come on, like Baby Yoda, what are you doing?
But he's defending Mando.
Yeah.
He didn't want Mando to get hurt by Cara. I mean, obviously he wasn't going to, but like
No.
he's just defending his.
Yeah, it's funny that he's very protective over Mando. He'll just use dark side of force powers to protect him. So yeah, we also get to see him use force heal too. So we also get to see the other side of it. He heals grief. So
Yeah, that was pretty cool, and nobody expected that from him of that group. Anyways, I mean, we kind of got a hint that he might use it with Mando. I think it was in the second episode.
yeah,
But like obviously it never came to fruition. So
yeah.
when we got to see it today, I thought that was pretty cool. And everyone in that group of like Mando, Cara, Quill, Grief, and all the bounty hunters were all very, very surprised. Like they'd never seen something like that in there ever before.
I feel like force heal like to that to show like that we really haven't seen anything like that in any of the movies, at least. But yeah, and then let's talk about those flying like Minot creatures.
Yeah, I didn't like them. They were creepy.
I really liked that scene. It was like they're all camped out, and then next thing you know, just these flying dragons just start attacking. And they had to kind of form perimeter, and you see like I think a blur gets taken. We see like one of the bounty hunters get taken. That's how Grief got injured. But just that scene was very cool. I like that. You could make a whole episode on them trying to like evade these Minot creatures.
Yeah, I also just liked the way it was shot, because it was like the only light in the whole scene was the fire and then the color from the blasters. So it really gave it like an eerie kind of look to it. You couldn't really see where they were coming from. They just kept coming at all the characters. I also thought it was interesting that Grief switched sides after he was miraculously healed by Baby Yoda. He was just going to turn him in, and then he became like captivated by him, just like everybody else is.
Yeah, I like that. I like that he switched sides, because I'd really like Grief's character. So I like that he switched sides and that he's on Mando's side. Maybe it'll be more of him in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess, if he ever makes it out of this situation.
Yeah, he's like low key my favorite character. I mean, next to Baby Yoda. But yeah. Then Grief switches sides, which is great. And then they go meet with the client with their little plan, and
Which doesn't seem to be going as well as they hope it would be.
No,
apparently there were supposed to be 4 stormtroopers, and more just kept coming in. They wanted to see the baby, but the baby wasn't there.
Yeah, I was very interested. It was like I was surprised when he's like, "Oh, I got to take this call." I was like, "I don't think there's any call that's like that important over like seeing Baby Yoda." And then
See, I thought the call was gonna be someone being like, "We have Baby Yoda."
Oh.
So like then their plan would have been foiled.
Yeah. I kind of was like I was kind of like, oh, maybe it's like the Emperor, I was like, maybe the Emperor's calling. I was like, that's not like he's important. He'll be like, yo.
But it wasn't. It was Moff Gideon. So we finally get to see Giancarlo Esposito's character make an appearance in the show in the penultimate episode.
Yeah, it was very interesting though that he just like shoots up the whole cantina too. Like he just comes in with like all these like fresh armored stormtroopers, and they just make waste to that whole cantina.
And the black stormtroopers, whatever, like the purge troopers or something. I don't know which ones they were.
Yeah, the shadow troopers.
Or the shadow troopers.
Yeah, those. They looked very intense. I don't know how they're gonna make it out of this in the next episode, but I'm sure they'll find a way. Yeah.
What I didn't like was Baby Yoda lying in the dirt and Quill's presumable death. I thought that was pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that it is sad, but
he was so close.
I knew it had to be something like this. Like I knew it had to be something go down, Baby Yoda gets captured, and then the next episode's gonna be them trying to get him back, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I also was kind of hoping, like, every episode of Mando so far has been, like, a happy ending, you know? Like, Mando gets Baby Yoda, Mando keeps Baby Yoda, you know, they saved the village, so on and so forth. So I was hoping that Quill would make it back to the ship, and we'd have another happy ending, and we could leave the non-happy ending for the last episode. Yeah. Cliffhanger.
I feel like, but most of them, like you said, are happy endings, so... This one kind of had to be a sad one.
Yeah, so...
maybe we'll get a happy one the next time around.
Maybe, but it's still sad about Quill.
Yeah, it is sad that Quill presumably dies. I mean, there's smoke coming from his body, so... Yeah,
and you actually don't know. Was it the shock troopers that got him? Or the stormtroopers?
The
stormtroopers who were chasing him? Or was it IG-11?
I don't think it was IG-11. I think that... Well, from the smoke, it's coming from the direction of where the stormtroopers came from. So I don't think it's IG-11. But I do think that they're going to have to rely on IG-11 in the next one. I think that it's going to kind of play on Mando's trusting the droids. I think that he's going to have to rely on IG-11 for something. And it's going to reveal more about his past with the droids. I mean, we already got a little bit more about that in this episode. He said, you know... He doesn't seem to think that it's like the owner or who makes the calls for droids. He thinks it's the droids. He thinks it's droids that are inadvertently evil. So
there's obviously something going on there.
Yeah, definitely.
So in terms of ratings, I'm gonna give this episode a 9. It was very action packed. It had lots of Baby Yoda, which I loved. We got to see the return of so many of the characters that we've come across throughout the series. And I just thought overall it was a very enjoyable episode. It really helped to like answer some of the questions we might have. And it just it was filled with a lot of cool things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll also give it a 9. Yeah, I liked the episode as well. We got to, like you said, see a lot of old characters. Yeah, it was a great episode. Like, we get to see also all the different planets pretty much that they've been to. We get to go to, what's the other one? We get to go to Navarro. We get to go to
Sorgan
and
Arvala 7.
Yeah. So we get to see IG-11, Quill, Cara Dune. Yeah, great episode. Give it a 9.
And there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did you think of episode 7 of The Mandalorian? Let us know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. I hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.